Annoying in-laws. Did I marry my spouse or my in-laws? Let me tell you something. If you have amazing in-laws, it is great. I call it a gift. When you have a good mother-in-law, a great sister-in-law, a wonderful brother-in-law, wow. It is so super blessing. The dynamics is very unique and it's satisfying. It's a great thing to have such an in-laws where you talk and have fun and all the time having conversation together. It's a blessing. In fact, if you marry and your family, your spouse family love you and they respect you and they talk with you and they honor you, it's a blessing. Everybody is going to have in-law in this life. Everybody, whether you are married or not, you are going to have in-laws. And having in-laws is a great thing. But unfortunately, sometimes you can have in-laws that you're going to engage in a long fight like this. All the time you are going to be in the battle. And it reminds me of Numbers chapter number 12. It says that Miriam, Moses' sister, complained against Moses because Moses had married a wife from Africa. Really, that's all the problem was. The issue was not because Moses' wife was bad, a bad woman, or a bad wife. No. Miriam didn't have any accusation whatsoever against the woman. It is all because it was an intercultural marriage. Hey, that is a whole another lecture. Sometimes when you marry from somebody who is not from your country or from your culture, your tribe, you begin a fight. You are beginning a fight that you're going to fight for a long time. Whether or not your sisters will agree, your brothers will agree, your parents will agree, your father, your mother, it's a whole another issue. But today we are talking about, did I marry my spouse or did I marry my in-law? Because in-laws become a problem when they cross boundaries. Yes, it becomes a real big challenge when they cross boundaries, when they overstep. I think that's a better word. When they overstep their boundaries, you feel very uncomfortable. I have heard people saying, did I marry you or did I marry your in-laws? And it is a problem because the person that you have beef with, you are dealing with, is a brother or a sister to your spouse, or a mother or a father to your spouse. And the way you handle this is very critical. If you insult them, you have insulted your spouse. Whatever you do to them, because your spouse is part of that family, it's part of it. You cannot separate. Somebody says, take me or take your family. When you fight like that, you are fighting wrong. When you tell your spouse to choose between, and there are certain situations that sometimes you almost have to say, choose one, your family member or me. It's very difficult situation. You put your spouse in the middle between you and his or her family. That is what makes this such a very, very, very challenging task. And that's exactly what happened to Moses and his sister. Moses loved his sister. In fact, it was Moses' sister who delivered Moses from trouble when he was a child. So you can just imagine where Moses found himself. In fact, the Bible, we didn't hear so much about what Moses said. It was not, we didn't have the whole story. But you are married and your in-laws have overstepped their boundaries. What are you going to do? What will you do? How will you fight this battle? How will you engage in this battle? Are you going to tell your spouse to choose one? Or are you going to say that if you are going to do like this, I quit the marriage? What do you do? So we want to explore some things that you can take with you to help you fight very well. Because if you fight very well, you save your marriage and your in-laws. Number one, work as a team. Make the effort to work with your spouse, your partner. Work together. I do not encourage people to go fight their in-laws like that. No. Begin by addressing the issue with your spouse. Talk about it. If it's difficult, get a professional counselor to come in and sit down with the two of you and talk about this issue. It is critically important that you address that issue with your spouse. So much important. Then, number 2, if it doesn't work like that, like I said, get a professional counselor. Number 2, get an intervention. Talk to somebody who can come in and be a good referee. If you really want to understand professional counseling or professional counselor, is like a good referee who will come. You and your spouse are playing soccer, and then we have rules and ground rules, and we want to ensure that we are playing according to the rule. So professional counselors come in and they set the rules for us to discuss this. Very, 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 very important. So number 1, talk to your spouse. Number 2, get a professional counselor. Number three, maintain a great attitude. Good attitude. How you see everything. It is very possible that your in-laws insulted you. I have seen times when in-laws insulted the husband or the wife very, very painfully. Very painfully. But if you follow these 3 steps, I pray and I hope it will help you save your marriage and save your relationship with your in-laws. Please do not forget to subscribe. Follow us on all social media as we provide professional expert advice to help you empower your marriage and love right, date right, and marry well. God bless you.